Hi, so I'm here to talk about tomorrow's 30-minute core workout. We're going to be meeting at 10:30 a.m. So if you want to join me then, or maybe you just want to do this later on your own, I hope this video is helpful and helps you to get a little more out of your workout. Tomorrow's workout is going to be simple and quick. I think it's pretty fun actually. We're only doing 30-second efforts of each movement, so we won't be spending too long on any one thing. There's going to be 10 movements, so each round is going to take 5 minutes worth it, and it's going to consist only of 30-second efforts of each movement. I'll get right into showing you because other than that, the structure is pretty simple. So we're going to start off with our only kind of fast move tomorrow, which is jumping jacks. I think you're familiar. I love adding them into home workouts. They're classic. So here, out, in. We're always making sure our toes are facing forward. We're getting that full range of motion, clapping the hands above the head. And then if you don't want to jump, you're just tapping out side to side, starting to warm up, get that lateral movement. So right in after that, we're gonna go into 30 seconds of kneeling hip abduction. So this you're gonna need a little chair. Whatever chair you have in your space is fine. It doesn't have to be super stable actually. I'm even gonna show this on a rolling chair. So we're here. I'm gonna back up just a little bit so you can see me. Hips are kind of stacked. I'm leaning, so my legs are at a slight angle, but they're relatively straight up and down. I'm gonna bring one foot out to the side and lift and lower, lift and lower. And then we're gonna go over other side, okay? So 30 seconds on the left, 30 seconds on the right. That's taking us into our fourth effort now of 30 seconds, which is going to be a set of pikes. So this is the one where you might need to sub if you're just beginning, but if you're not, just grab your slidey discs or your gliders for tomorrow, and we'll go into 30 seconds of pikes. So I'm going to show you how you can do this with just your toes. I mean, just your toes. With just your socks. If you have slippery socks, you're good to go. You don't need any other equipment. You're just up and up and okay. Now, if you're not wanting to do those yet, I'm gonna suggest you kind of get that same movement pattern, but on your sitting on your butt instead. So, alternate movement for tomorrow. We're here, out and tucking in, out and tucking in. A little harder. Up and down, up and down. Okay, so going into our fifth effort, out of 10, we're gonna do Superman extension. So down on the ground, up, lift and lower. Toes pointed, legs together, glutes squeezed, up and down, up and down. 30 seconds. At this point, we're halfway through. We're gonna get 5 more moves. We're going into a plank hold next, so no further explanation there, just an elbow plank. I have plenty of videos explaining the form. Please check them out. If you need help, reach out to me directly. If you, again, I'm giving substitutes if you want to completely avoid planking tomorrow. So if you want to avoid that plank hold, you can either do a knee plank, an incline plank, or to completely avoid the plank and just focus on another isometric hold that's great for the abs. Here, hold. Okay, so going into our next effort, we're gonna get off of the ground and do one kind of lower body focus movement. This is still a great core move because you really have to focus on your balance and using the entire back of your body all together and properly. So single leg deadlift lunge combo, we've done it before. We're practicing it again. We're stepping back into a lunge, tilting forward, back into the lunge, tilting forward. So my toes, with all of these, my toes are always straight forward. I'm starting with my feet about hip distance apart for a good base of support. And then as you can see, as I'm hip hinging forward, I'm just reaching right to my toe, not in front of me. Just breaking at the hip, not much of a bend in my knee. This is a very hip dominant movement. And my weight's pretty even throughout my foot, so avoid letting it all come into your toe or into your arch. 30 seconds there, 30 seconds on the other side. And then we just got 2 more moves. So the video is long for this one, but that's just because we're going to be switching it up so much. So, like last movement that's fast-ish, reverse burpee. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can do 30 seconds of reverse crunches if you want to keep it slow tomorrow. And then our last move for the day, we're going to hold a squat in the bottom half, all the way down to the ground, halfway up, all the way down to the ground, halfway up. Okay, so we've got our 10 movements there. We're going to cycle through that 4 times, and then we're done with our workout and we're on with our day as usual.